Hello plant lovers and welcome to the Begonia edition. So in keeping with my Wilko addiction, I was browsing the website and I saw these tubers, or I think sometimes they're called corms, for different types of begonia. In particular, these are the two types I got were pastel cascade begonia and cascade pink begonias, and these should be planted in February. And because they're a cascading type, these are great for hanging baskets, or if you put them in pots they will cascade kind of over the edges, and that's something that I think would be really great for the garden. I bought this one, which was £5, and it's got 8 tubers in it, and I got 2 packs of these pink ones. You get 3 each for £2, and yeah, they're pink. So these ones are just more pastel-y and more gentle colors, but they're a bit of a mix. But these ones are just kind of the more pinky ones. I got quite a lot, so in total I've got 8, 11, 14 tubers, and that means I've got quite a lot. So I've got enough for hanging baskets, I've got enough for some pots on the floor, and also I want to pot some up and give some for my mum's garden as well. So that's why I've got quite a few here. So what I'll do, I'll probably do 1 packet of these and then take some of these. I'm not going to do all of them with you because there's a lot of tubers here. We'll just do a couple together and that's it. Okay then, so let's get planting. So I should mention that you can plant begonias indoors from February to March, but if you want to plant them outdoors you should do so between March to June. And this is what the tuber or the corm looks like close up. It looks a bit weird. Okay, so with the begonia, this is what the tuber or the corm looks like. Okay, they look really weird, to be honest. This is probably the easiest one to demonstrate with. So the way you plant it, so it looks like a bowl shape. As you can see here, it looks like a bowl shape. So the way you plant it is you put the bowl into the soil like that, and this is where the shoot will come out of. Okay, so we're going to plant it up that way. So let's get planting. I don't know about you, but I really love the potting up process. For me, it's so relaxing. But as it's so cold outside, I bought my potting tray indoors and just enjoyed the process inside my house. Needless to say, I'll probably have to hoover up afterwards. Now, I saw 2 different ways to plant the begonias. Some people or some gardeners put it right on the surface, that there's a bit of a stick. So I saw some gardeners leave the bulb exposed on the top, so they'd literally sit the bulb on the surface. And I saw other gardeners cover up the bulb with a really thin layer of compost. And I watched several YouTube videos, and these 2 different techniques were used by different gardeners, so they both seem to be okay and acceptable, and both of them got results. So I guess it's preference based. I think the main thing is that you just don't plant them too deeply, keep them quite close to the surface. So I've just continued to do the same thing again with the potting process. So let's take a quick minute to talk about begonias. Begonias are great for containers, hanging baskets, or even for as bedding plants. They provide continuous colour until the first frost, and they grow well in sun as well as partial shade. And because they're bulbs, you will need to lift the bulbs before the first frost. And the great thing about that is that once you buy them, you can reuse them again, which is great value for money as well. Begonias also come in a range of bulb sizes. These bulb sizes were quite small, making them ideal for like hanging baskets. So for an average hanging basket, you'd probably want to use about 3 bulbs, but I'm just getting mine started indoors in separate pots, and then when the time is right to plant them outdoors, I'll then transfer them straight into the hanging basket. And now on to the next one. I'm probably going to just speed up the footage, but I just wanted to show you the planting of the different colour schemes, and I hope you enjoy the potting up process. So basically here I am just filling some pots again with compost, and then taking the tubers and sitting them on the surface. And as I already said, this, you can leave them like this exactly on the surface, and I've seen many gardeners do it that way, but yeah, as I just said, I prefer to just cover them over, and I've also seen many gardeners cover them over as well. Yeah, so I just wanted to let you know there's 2 different ways of potting them up. Either way works. So that concludes my begonia planting edition. I hope you enjoyed planting with me, and I hope I've given you some good inspiration to get your tubers planted, or perhaps even try begonia. That's it from me, and as always, take care until next time.